I work with leaders across all sectors in how they become more aware in taking up their roles to serve the purpose of their systems and the multiple roles within that. So I can be the CEO of an energy company and I can have a global citizen role in that, and how do I work across those various pieces. So it's a blend of awareness and action. So what's the disciplined action required once I have the insight? Yeah, so awareness is not enough in my view today.
Yeah, you go to action.
You've got to do something with it. Well, not normally in this way. In terms of the tell, I spend a lot of my time asking questions and being curious and offering reframes or different perspectives and helping people see the links that, you know, the whole world is a pattern, you know, and how do we slow down enough to see all those patterns and perhaps how we're contributing and what we do, if we do something differently, how we can change the pattern, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So at the moment, if I think about the challenges facing Australia from, future, in my view, at a very fundamental level, it's foods and water security. Long term, you know, are our children, are we going to be able to feed ourselves? And especially with our interconnection with Asia and what's happening there. So, and are we going to have industry and available resources for people to be employed? And, you know, there's some really big questions, I think, facing the country, as well as, you know, how do our kids get educated well in the here and now, yeah? So, to just hold that as the responsibility of the government here, or, you know, the health department there, or the Department of Agriculture over there, how do we as leaders work with the questions that we want to live into? So for example, recently working in Queensland in Roma, which is central to the coal seam gas piece for Australia, and you know, there's a whole continuum of views around all of that, and there's a whole heap of different social consequences and economic consequences that are sitting there, both short and long term. So the question is not only how can I improve my organisation as part of that, it's how can we share our resources and lead for the whole. So what's the question facing Roma into the next 15 years, and how do we come together from our various perspectives and truly work together on that? And also, what does Roma represent for Australia? I think as a subsystem or a microcosm of Australia, it has a lot to offer if we can learn through that type of process. So rather than an organisation looking, you know, an Origin Energy or a Queensland Health looking out their window and saying, oh, look out there, going out and coming back to what's required in our system.